Well, we're on to race number 4, and this is over 1,950 meters. It's a merit-rated 86 handicap, and it's a small field at Go to Post, but there's some quality to speak about here. But I think first up, let's go to our rerun, and that's going to be Time Taker horse number 8, and then an interview package with Nathan Kotson and Sheldon Peters with a wrap as well.
On the inside, Love the Viewers on the outside, then Time Taker and Fight Song coming down to the 200. They're coming from everywhere. Teichmann's hanging tough. Love the View's a big runner. Time Taker on the outside. African Sunrise is fighting right back. Love the View and Cap and Pride takes off, but it goes to Love the View. Time Taker's involved, Cap and Pride and African Sunrise.
Time Taker's been doing very well. His form's good. We are going a bit further with him, which I think wouldn't be a problem. I thought not a bad, small field, but quite competitive, I thought. But yes, I'm expecting a big run from him.
Moving along to race number 4, the likely hot pot favourite once again will be Shavut from the MJ Udendal stable. Now, it wasn't easy on the eye watching what unfolded last time out. From the preliminaries in the parade ring, something seemed to catch his attention. He was above himself on that occasion. Even on the way down to the start, he was a little bit keen, and the race didn't quite map out for him. He set sail for home. He looked the likely winner coming to the final 300, and then he just seemed to have enough. So hopefully Shavut, everything maps out for him. MJ Udendal has employed a few runners in the race. A horse like Movie Magic, I believe, could be a pacemaker, and they might look to go a very decent pace. And if the right Shavut rocks up at the race course, let's see if he can get his second win under the belt and get back into the winner's enclosure. But let's hear what the guys in the studio have to add.
Yeah, I agree with Sheldon. You know, the last time out, moved up like a winner. Shavut really moved up strongly. It was just with the hands and heels with Anton Marcus, and you thought that he was going to win comfortably at Hollywood Bets Gravel. It was not to be. It was a horse called Fight Song that came through and got the better of him. In fact, Fight Song found a sustained finish with Samanga Kumala and won a really good race. But this horse, Time Taker, Warren, I need some confidence from you now, because we heard Nathan Kotson. He gave me all the confidence there as well. The form of that last start, and we watched that rerun behind Love the View, 7th in that race, beaten under 3 lengths, was a horse called Fight Song, who came out to beat Shavut. So that's a plus for the horse that I like. Origami came out and won as well. And I like the fact that Nathan Kotson mentioned that his horse will be suited to the extra distance as well. Enjoys the course. Muzieni gets on superbly well with him. And if you ignore those 2 runs, those 2 per rounds behind Al's Daddy and Native Tongue, you know, he's really come back well. And of course, you know, he may have just needed a run after he was gelded on the 9th of April. So he's now in very good form, this horse, Time Taker. And whilst I got healthy respect for Shavut, who is long overdue now for that second win. He's got some super form lines as well, Warren, but I'm going to tip 8 to be 3.
And you're probably going to be right, Dees, because I sat for a very, very long time looking at, you know, this race. And Shavut, let me make it very clear. As you've mentioned, he can win. He's got a chance. His second win is overdue, but he's been letting the side down a little bit, to be quite frank with you.
Sure.
So did I go 3-8, 8-3? I'm going to take as many boxed exactas as I can afford. You're probably right. Look at Time Taker. Muzieni gets on well with him. He's had 7 starts with Time Taker for 2 wins, 4 places. He loves it at this course. Muzi and Nathan Kotson get on well. Their combination's good. So there's lots to like about Time Taker. If Shavut behaves and things go to plan, then he probably is the one to beat. But if he doesn't, if he just steps out of line, you know, Time Taker will be there to pick up the pieces. So
just those 2 for the pick 6.
Those 2 for the pick 6, more than enough. And in another permutation, because I know we take more than one, we could take a chance and bank a Time Taker.
Yeah, I think that will be the dream result if you're going to bank a 8 Time Taker and that arrives, because I'm sure majority of the tickets will be on number 3, Shavut. But it looks like the exacta of the day, as Warren mentioned, box 3 and 8, but I'm going to go confident 8 to beat 3 in race number 4.
Thank you.